What are you doing today?
So we're recording the vocals. We're going to be doing the top line, and then also I've planned some harmonies, but we're always open to explore new harmonies that kind of like just pop up on the day.
Using the same mic as last time, SE 4400.
I've also strategically stuck my lyrics to the bookcase up there because you never know. Sometimes you just go blank when you're focusing so much on the melody and the sound you want to create. Sometimes the lyrics just escape you.
Gab likes to do vocals in her own office, surrounded by her own inspiration, which I like as well because it's a smaller room and she's got bigger curtains.
Yeah, it also feels kind of like the fact that we have a distance, it feels like it would be in the studio, like the singer would be behind glass, right?
Yeah.
And you'd be on the other side of that. So it feels a little bit like that, which is good.
You can put those headphones on now, we can get a level.
Okay, cool.
I'm not going to answer that.
Why?
Because it'll be that Liverpool car dealership. Gab's an absolute powerhouse. Yesterday we tracked all of the vocals for the 3 verses, the 3 pre-choruses, 3 choruses. She then went and did harmonies that she'd come up with throughout, and some experimental stuff in the intro and the outro. And yeah, I went through and comped all that last night.
She's useless with good reason. Feeds her lust and needs you really.
And we really tried to push it to get the most character out of her vocal. It sounds great. Obviously, this is going to go to mixing. Check out these harmonies. I think she did a great job.
Pin you on all fours. She's useless with good reason.
Oh, hello. So good. And then her chorus, which I think is phenomenal. How much we use these harmonies, we don't know, but she's done it for everything. We might chop them in and out on certain words.
She wants your blood. She'll take your love.
Pressure's on me now. I've got to track everything else. By the way, how cool does the pre-chorus sound? Gab's a big Dusty Springfield fan, and we came up with the idea to do some, I'd say, dramatic harmonies. And this is what we came up with.
Never would have known she was a killer.
And then together.
Never would have known she was a killer.
I think that's cool. It made more sense to do the vocals at home because we've got decent mics, decent mic pre, and we can take our time, and we can be really experimental with harmonies, and you know, sending it out for mixing. No one's ever complained with stem quality before, stuff I've done at home. I would like a treated room. I'd like a kitchen that doesn't have pipes hanging off the wall. I'd like a lot of things in this house, but it'll have to do. And yeah, we're buzzing. One thing I do want your opinion on is this. I'll just put us midway through the guitar solo. I think it should do this. Then it goes double time. Bit playful, and then swing. And then as the bass goes constant over the swing, the drummer then clocks on and goes, okay. And then a loose fill. I think that works. I'm now exporting the drums as individual microphone waves so they can be mixed just like normal drums in the studio. So before we start tracking, I'm going to restring, and I'm using the String Joy 9-46s, which they very kindly sent out to me. Restring in the 594 SE, it's a little beast. And this track was actually born on this guitar because I left this in E flat after the Mua review, and then when I was jamming downstairs with Gavin, came up with that first riff. I came upstairs to track it. I was like, oh yeah, I'm in E flat. So nearly all the work that's been gone into this song has been on this guitar, so it feels right to restring it and track on it. I've also got my Les Paul in E flat, which I think will be good for double tracking. And I imagine I'm probably going to use... Who the fuck puts the guitars in a corner that they can't even get to? Dickhead. I'm probably going to use the Custom 24 SE because I need a trem for some of the bits that I wrote. But yeah, I'm going to restring this and we can get cracking with tracking. Who restrings the guitar with Stringjoy strings whilst wearing an Ernie Ball hat? Me, that's who. 9 to 46, the gentleman's string gauge. I want to get one of those like very flamboyant knives that Canadian YouTubers use. One thing I liked when I spoke to Stringjoy is that I mentioned, hey, I've got some Ernie Ball hats and cables and other apparel. And they were like, we don't do hats, so you can wear whatever you want. And I was like, you know what? I like you even more now because it's very real, isn't it? We don't just stick to one brand. Why can't I wear multiple brands? I'm like a golfer. Play tailor-made irons, but I've got a Strixon hat. And I've got Cleveland wedges. But I play a Titleist ball. I've got a FootJoy glove. But I've got an Under Armour umbrella. Bars, motherfucker. It's in tune, motherfucker. Can you attach your mic to your headphones? Of course you can attach your mic to your headphones. Is that working? Oh, amazing. I'm fucking Madonna. As in, I am her. I'm not doing that to her. Come on. I've got a superverb and I've put a FET boost in front of it. And I'm running it into a 410 superverb mix and a 210 super tweed mix. Okay, so I'm going to do the chorus now, just tuned up, and yeah, pan myself to the side. I fucking love that riff, very cool. I think Les Paul for the doubles. By the way, I just want to say, I've got the best students ever. I'm wearing this Walrus Audio t-shirt today with a wolf on it, tracking Werewolf Woman, which was sent out to me by one of my students in America. Talk about being looked after. I like it. I started doubling on the Les Paul, but it just sounded similar, so I didn't want to take the Strat down to E flat. I could have taken the Silver Sky down to E flat actually. Anyway, I've put this on coil split bridge position and it sounds kind of cool. So I'm just going to track with that for a second, do the overdubs for the chorus. That was pretty solid. I think it'll be a nice contrast on the other side. That's cool, forgot about that. We've got some clashes, so I was thinking of going rest, 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 rest. But in the middle, instead of doing a rest, what if I did, instead of this, doubling it up? Because you've got an F sharp and a C. Well, I could play the C and the F sharp there inverted. And then do that's cool. So we're doing this lead line now, and I really like this little super tweed. It's like aggressive but spitty, so it doesn't feel overly saturated. I think we'd be stupid not to put a little bit of page phaser on one of them. So I'm going to track the bass now, and I'm probably going to show you my favorite two parts, I think, in the edit. So that will be the main bass line that goes in the chorus. And then without giving too much away, at the end, you've got this kind of outro modulation. And there's a really cool, kind of funky bass line underneath it that I'm pretty proud of. And I'll show you a little bit of that as well. I get bored sat in the same room all the time, and I bet you do too, so I thought I'd come down here and kind of wrap up this video. So at this point, we have tracked everything, exported all the stems, and it is ready for mixing. Now, last time, obviously, with Aubrey, we went to Tile House Studios down south, and we really enjoyed that, and we're stoked that we got to like bounce it out to tape and spend the day with Luke. But because we're kind of on this week-to-week deadline, it's not always practical to kind of put something in the calendar because you don't know where you're going to be at, right? I can't predict how quickly we're going to finish the track, so I can't put a date in advance in the studio for mixing. And I guess when it gets to the day that it needs mixing, I can't expect studios to just be free. So I found this website called Sound Better. So I did reach out to Sound Better, and I was like, hey, should we collaborate on a video? And then I thought, I haven't even got time to wait for your reply because I need to get cracking. So I've just gone ahead and booked someone anyway. If you can hear a little bell jingling and the cat's wolfing down a bowl of chicken behind me, I do apologise. You keep it down or what? So on Sound Better, you can get in touch with some of the best producers, singers, mixing, mastering engineers, even session musicians in the world. I could list myself on there as a session musician, which I might actually do after this, because I think that would be a really fun thing to do. Just kind of get requests from people like, hey, I need a guitar part that suits this track. This is my budget. What can you do? And then I'd fucking blow them away. I'll tell you that for nothing. You can sift through them and have a look at everyone's portfolios. However, I noticed that you can also post your project like a job, like a renovation, like, oi, I need my bathroom and my kitchen doing. I need a builder and I need it to take less than 15 weeks and cost less than 800 quid. Can anyone do that? I decided to post Werewolf Woman as a project on there. And immediately, like literally, I posted it, I went upstairs and I taught a lesson, and then I got 5 texts within about half an hour of people that had applied. And me and Gab went through a few different people and we settled on this guy called Seffi in London. Now, I'm not going to go into this too much yet, because obviously the next video is going to be the song finished, hopefully. And I imagine we can share with you some of the communication and hopefully some of the process, because he knows what it's for. It's not just a song, it's got a bit of a vlog element to it. The job that I posted basically said, I'm currently creating original music with my partner for a YouTube series called Decades, where we write songs inspired by each decade from the 60s to the 2000s. Our 70s inspired track, we've recorded everything remotely at home through an Apollo 8, decent mics, guitar and bass via Fractal FM9 or plugins. I've done all the edits. I've made a rough guide mix to show balance and which instruments I think should sit on top. But I'm not a mixing engineer. You'll know that. And we're looking for a remote mix master with some analog outboard flavor to bring warmth and vibe to our stems. I can provide you with a Spotify playlist of influences for reference, which is cool because those influences on that playlist aren't just from me and Gab, they're from all of you guys too, specifically patrons and YouTube channel supporters. So things that you guys have picked that inspired you, or things that you picked that you loved from that decade, I should say, are going to be directly influencing, I guess, the outcome of our track. And then we've had a few little chats. I uploaded the stems, I uploaded the playlist, and he's away working on it. It's as cool as that, simple as that. So we're excited. I'm hoping that the next video we put out will be just us releasing the song, and maybe getting to chat to Seffi a little bit about the process and maybe some gear that was used in the mix and the master. But me and Gab had an idea. What do you think if we were to then go on and film a music video and kind of share a little bit of the process of that? Because I've done that before. I've shot a music video now and I really enjoyed it. I feel like we could make a fairly simple music video for it that has like a vintage vibe and maybe comical overtones, because it's about a werewolf woman, like a man-eating woman. Whether or not Gab is metaphorical, she's probably not. I didn't put dishwasher on last night, so when she gets in, I'm a goners. But yeah, I think we could have a lot of fun making a music video, and I would like to do that for us. So let us know if you'd be interested in that. And also, I kind of wanted to point out that in 2025, this is what it takes to be a musician. You have to be the songwriter, the producer, you have to be the recording engineer, you have to be the social media manager, the content creator who works beneath the social media manager, you have to be the record label, you have to be the video treatment writing dude, you have to be the director, the first assistant director. If someone needs their lunch bringing to them on set, you need to be the runner. If someone needs a shit on set, you need to take a shit for them because they haven't got time, because that's also you. Anyway, that's what it means to be a musician in 2025. Hope you enjoyed this video and the series to date. I'm hoping the next video will be the grand finale and the release. So if you want to stick around for that, hit like, subscribe, and the bell next to it to be alerted. And if you want to throw us some extra support, you can support this channel on Patreon. I'll put a link up there and down there. Right, I'm going to go put the dishwasher on. See you next week.